Got a Twosun. And sort of a spinner. Used market for sure. And what if it's got a model number? Let's see. You know what? This looks really familiar to me. I think I have this knife, but it's not in titanium. Let me get a model number for y'all. Okay, this is a ts17, and I do have another model of this, but it doesn't have this milling on the titanium. It does have titanium scales, and it's in M390 steel versus this original. This is the original ts17 in D2 steel, and it's got this stonewashed titanium and this milling in the scale, a little different. Same blade shape in the new one, though, and that's what caught my eye. It's like, hey, I think I have that knife. It's got that little bulge on the end there with a secondary grind. But, yeah, this is very comfortable in hand. I will say that the frame lock is a little tight. So we're going to look at that, man. But let's do that sooner rather than later. How about it? Not too tight there. That doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't know that needs to come. I think I just need this screw here. Let's find out. Yep, that's it. Leave the pocket clip in place. This is pretty funky, really funky up in here. Yeah, we can help. Just gonna wipe it all down, get some fresh lube in there. And I am gonna take a little bit off of that lock. Yeah, it's pretty cruddy in here. Probably been a while since this piece has been apart. Good looking D2, like the swedge in that blade. And oddly enough, that big bulb on the end of that blade is pretty cool. Different. And it's got rubber O-rings to maintain tension on the screws. I see it on this side. If it's on this side, it should be on the other side as well. They tended to put it on both sides. Let's see. Yeah, it's in here. Yep. All right. Well, cool. I think I can adjust this without taking a pocket clip off. I think. I'm going to try. T6. Ooh, tight. Tight, tight, tight. And squeaking. Making some noise. That screw, I believe, is threaded into that scale. I'm not going to mess with it. Sometimes better to leave stuff alone. I want to take just the slightest little bit off of that. That's enough right there. Just a tiny little bit. Yeah. Every now and then I like to look at this. Can you see the contact patch where the blade is actually locked up on that? Do you see it? How small that is? Got this whole metal surface here, and that little bitty spot right there that's polished up, that's shiny. I'm trying to get it to illustrate, but there's just the tiniest little spot right in front of the screwdriver, and that's what's contacting the back of the blade. Back here. Yeah, just the smallest little spot right there is contacting that. and holding that blade shut. It's interesting how those work. Pretty sure when I first saw that, I thought, okay, that's janky. That's rinky dink. I'm not happy with that. But come to find out, they're all like that, and they work just fine. All right. Well, I think we're good to go. I'm going to put this back in. I want to make sure that rubber seats properly. Well, looking at this, it can't seat wrong, so I think we're fine. Let's wipe these little pieces off, these washers and bearings. Actually pretty dry in here. I think a little oil is going to go a long way. All right. Internal stop pins on the blade. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Get ahead of myself. I'm going to balance that out. Now, if I took too much, I'm going to have to take all this back apart and put a little bit back on. But in order to get a good feel for it, I really got to balance out the back to the front with some tension. I can definitely fail it. There we go. Yeah, solid lockup, drop shut. Let's put a little tension on it and run it here a little bit. Yeah, it's completely drop shut now. I want to see where I'm at for failing it. The detent's kind of late on it. Here's what I mean by that. If I unlock it, the detent is all the way there, almost 90 degrees to where it'll fall past that detent. It is a long ways down there. Like even there, I'm still not past it. I'm there. I just got past it right there. Whew, it's a long way. See if I can fail it. Just barely. I mean, I think if I keep my fingers off the lock, because I have my fingers on a lock bar. Let's see if I can fail it now. Yeah, I can fail it. But, man, is it buttery smooth. All right. Well, where would I put the action on this? It's easy access. It's comfortable to get in here now. It's not scalloped or anything. It's not lowered, but there's enough room to just get the thumb on it, and it's a really easy move. Pretty snappy coming out of there. It's got some jimping here. It's not super sharp jimping. It's not as sharp as I would like it, but pretty intuitive for a light switch. Just got to pull down on it and it'll run. I mean, I'll give it an A minus. It's pretty solid. Drop shut, centered blade. Ergonomics are solid. Yeah, very nice. Not so confident, very confident. I mean, it's going to go past confident towards very confident. I am really locked in here. Wonderful grip. It gets wider towards the back, so the tighter I grip, the more it pushes me forward and locks me in. All this milling helps to create grip. Nice platform for the thumb. Yep, really nice there. Reverse grip. Excellent platform to cap it with the thumb. Lock my fingers here. Very solid. That tip is a needle and it's pretty much in line with the pivot. Lots of power here. I mean, not so much here. So unfortunately, this would be that's the way this is going to go for thrusting. It is what it is. I'd much rather thrust this way or this way than this way and this way. But it'll go there for sure. Pretty cool little knife. Let's check that pocket clip. ts17. I don't think we're going to get the thick stuff. Yeah, we got it. There we go. Yeah, neat look. I mean, it looks old school, kind of medieval. Yeah, Knights of the Round Table kind of look. Look at that. Yeah, very nice. That stone wash. Got about a half an inch or so peeking out there. It's a good look. Nice tension on the pocket clip. My spot in the back pocket. Very nice. Excellent tension. It's going to retain it. I mean, if I go tumbling around or whatever, that knife's going to be where I left it. If I go looking for it. See, we get blade contact. None through the scales, but I can touch the tip. Yeah, sure enough. And pretty readily, too. So if this was down in a pocket and I reached in there, I could very easily catch my finger on the tip of that knife. So the tip's exposed. Clip's good and no exposure through the scales, but the tip is exposed on this knife. Yep. Dink, dink. And unfortunately, when you touch something sharp like that, you have a tendency to, go, oh. And man, that sharp tip, you could just, whoop, and then you got a nice little leaker in the tip of your finger. Wonder how sharp this thing is. It's got a nice little recurve on the blade. Yeah, both edges on this knife are razor blade sharp. Wonderful. Price and availability, yeah, good luck, man. It's just one of those you got to keep your eyes peeled for. I do believe the new version is dropping occasionally. So if you check like DWin99 on eBay, you can find the new version in M390 steel. It's got titanium scales. I think that they have a different pattern on them, and I don't think it's stonewashed, but M390 steel. And if I remember right, it's got that same blade. I don't know about the fuller. I don't know if that fuller is in the new one or not, but definitely same blade shape. Now that I'm looking at the fuller, I got to try. Oh, yeah. Faux show. What about thumb? Yep. Yeah, pretty cool. All right. ts17, Twosun. Appreciate y'all watching.